It is now time for me to have a conversation with the couple that are dressed in black and white. Wamekuja hapa kusema ukweli, black and white, hakuna kuficha. Hey, looking good, looking lovely, eh?
Thank you.
Hey, look at your wife, all blushing, laughing.
Thank you.
And with your tall, dark and handsome over there, right?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wonderful. So let me ask you, Jennifer. Hey, you was like, man, you demand attention. Unataka attention. Is it true?
No, would I say yes, from him?
Yeah, when and it's a very good thing that
From
you said
him,
from him.
yes.
Specifically from him.
From him,
Yes. Because he was like, he knows you're not wanting attention from other men. Kutoka kwake. From
Kwake yeye
him.
mwenyewe.
Yeah. Do you feel like sometimes he doesn't give you as much attention?
He does.
Yeah. There's a beautiful vase. Is it called vase of us? How do you guys call it?
It's a very
So there's one in front of us over here with a yellow flower. I'll tell you more about that yellow flower. But that flower is a rose. And rose in Swahili is what?
it's me.
Waridi.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your
Waridi.
rose. This is your
My
rose.
rose, man. Yeah.
So, Mr. Ibrahim, I request you, there's a jug right next to you
Yes.
filled with water.
Okay.
I just want you to pour some of that water into this vase where the rose is, where your Waridi is.
All right. Okay.
Nyunyizia maji.
Anakuchota.
Ananichocha.
Hey, angalia. Eish. Okay, there you go. Eish. Wonderful. Hey, wonderful. Hey, sasa imetosha bwana.
Anatosha? Okay.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, you may have your seat.
Thank you.
Now you know what you're doing. You're watering your flower.
Yes.
And that's why the flower remains beautiful when it's being watered.
Yes.
So she's your rose, your Waridi.
Yeah.
And when she's asking for attention, she's just wanting for more watering. You just keep on watering her.
Yes.
Because the more you water her, the
Yeah.
more beautiful she's going to be and she's going to maintain her beauty.
Yeah.
And if you haven't noticed, the color of the rose is what?
Yellow.
It's yellow.
Do you know what a yellow rose symbolizes? Friendship. A yellow rose is the
Friendship.
color of friendship.
Friendship,
Right?
okay.
So both of you say that friendship is very key in your mind. So maintain that friendship, that friendship, because that's what's going to keep your marriage alive and healthy. Because we're not talking just about being couple goals. We're talking about staying couple goals and the goal is for you,
Yeah.
your goal, where you want to go as a couple.
Yeah.
And also remember this, that for you, maybe one of the best things that you can actually be doing is letting her know when you're about to get busy. So she doesn't expect 100% attention at that particular time.
Yeah.
So for example, you're working from 10 to 12. So she knows 10 to 12, honey, don't expect me to be looking at you and go, "Mi niko hapa, niko kazi."
Yeah.
And once he says that, you know what, you just be like, you know what, I get you, babe. Because he said, like, you know, he's over there working really hard because he wants it to be a blessing for the family. So what I'm saying is attention is good, but also time your attention, because there are also other things that need your attention as a man, as a husband, as a father. So you give her attention that she needs to maintain that fresh look, to maintain that beauty, but also you prepare her, you preempt her. Unamwambia, you know, kutoka hii time na hii time nafanya hii, nitakuwa nafanya hii. And akikwambia, you know, you just be like, you know what, thank you, honey. You said you call him babe, right? Thank you, babe.
It reaches a point that sasa inabidi sasa nimei-elaborate, nimei-explain.
Yeah.
And you see that process of explaining, elaborating, I feel so...
So you want also to be
Yeah.
gentle also
Yeah.
in her approach,
Yeah.
to not, you know, to communicate in a manner that is inviting and welcoming.
Yeah.
Not sometimes that is like an order.
Yeah.
You know, so you like that. Eh?
Yeah.
And you mentioned also sometimes he's got an anger issue that he's working on. He's been working on, and you've been very, very willing to work with him through that. How does it sometimes make you feel when he gets angry? Do you go like, "Wow, here we go again"?
Yeah, of course, it's very disappointing, you know, getting this, maybe that harsh talk or tone from him, and you know, he's a person that you love most. You know, sometimes it's bad, it's disappointing, it's annoying sometimes, and I always feel that this is not how it should be. That act of accepting that, you know, I was wrong and this and this, or just we coming back together and, you know, getting in order.
But at that stage that I'm having that kind of anger, we will not be in a position to discuss
Yes.
and to even talk in a good way. Okay. So I just I tell her we will deal with that matter some time later, so that now I can be on good moods.
So what you're saying is that your own way of regulating the situation, as you say, is regulate is let's not talk about it now. It doesn't mean let's never talk about it. It's like let's calm down.
Yeah,
first,
let's calm down first,
and then we'll talk about
we'll
it.
Talk about
yeah.
it.
So for you, you're giving that assurance as the head of the family that you know what. How do you call her, by the way?
Atapita tu hiyo babe tu.
Babe, unaambia babe,
Yeah,
si ati semi tusongee saa
Yeah.
hizi, tusiongee kitu.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it later.
Later.
Let's calm down and all that kind of stuff. And do you respect where he's coming from?
Yeah, I do, but most of the time.
No,
the
yeah,
later part, the later part.
Yes.
Yeye anataka hiyo time, anataka ana ile patience.
Where I expect
Yeah.
him probably you know, there's a certain day you did this and this, I was not happy. Or when I wait for that time, there's a time I waited for that time and I told him, by the way, ile siku, I didn't like it.
Really?
We tend to get back to the same fight.
Really, really.
Get.
Me, I
There's
don't
a
keep
time
records.
I reminded.
I don't keep
He's
records.
a good son.
No, I
He's a
try.
good one.
You see why?
He keeps records.
You see
Huyu
why?
atakumbusha makosa ya 5 years ago
You
when
see-
we were dating.
You see
So
why?
that is the worst part of it. You do keep a lot of records.
Yes.
You do.
To say tunataka msemo tabia Mungu nifunze kunyamaza na what she does I say Mungu nifunze kunyamaza
Yes.
and then that thing tunacheka that
Yeah.
thing goes
Yeah.
because
So it turns from an argument to a comedy, to
Yeah.
you guys having a good laugh, like you're actually having right now.
Yeah.
You're actually having right now.
I just say Mungu nifunze tu kunyamaza.
But it is important for the both of you to hear each other out. You know, hear him when he says like he doesn't want to talk about it when things are very, very hot and heated. Let's talk about it later.
Yes.
And also hear her when she says that, you know, even as you say that doesn't mean that tusionge about his story. And then also it doesn't mean that when you talk about the issue, you also don't keep a record of wrongs, because she's like, leo uzisahau, amesema hivyo, leo usahau those bad stuff that has actually happened.
And then
yes.
something that me okay, I always feel bad telling someone something over and over again.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe when you hear her saying that there's a time that I raise my anger, it's because maybe I've told her something once and again and again.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel bad.
Yeah.
To me, I understand when you tell someone something once, they should
That's
They
the
should,
ideal. That's the ideal, though. Sometimes when you're working with a fellow human being, the same way you're patient with her when you're wooing her. You know, you're patient. You know, you kept on telling her the same thing. I love you. Like she's like, bado, ukazidi, and then eventually she got the vision. So the same way, the ideal is when you tell somebody something they're supposed to hear it, but sometimes it doesn't happen like that. And maybe even when you get a child, you know, when you as you're raising your jabali, it's going to happen like that. You might tell him one thing today, he hasn't yet gotten it, but you be patient with him until he gets it, because that's what love does. You become patient because love is patient. And you also feel like sometimes maybe you will tell him something, also he doesn't get it at first time.
Rajua, as you say, we are friends, and sometimes we do a lot of comedy in the house. And sometimes I can call him, you know, he calls me Kurutu and I call him Afande. So goodness. Afande, you know, when it's automatic that when Afande tells Kurutu to do something, he expects afanye na afanye pate. Kama ni fatigue, aifanye hiyo fatigue vizuri sana. So I always try to understand him that he has that particular language, ya Uafande. But again, you know, I'm the wife here, nitakosea, I'll do something that is not okay for him in the house, and he'll not like it. Your actor nasema kuambiwa over and over again. As you said, you're a human being. And his act of putting records of different things, his act of anger, I've been taking it all along for the 5 years na sijui naisha lini. So I'm just patient. Inapungua.
I hope you've witnessed what I've seen. My goodness, what a couple. What a couple. I can imagine what happens in their home when they're having conversations and this kind of laughter. See, if you check off, you hey. What a couple, I tell you. And we need to remind you that indeed, friendship is the foundation of marriage. And yes, we all have our history. If you are going through a difficult time and if you have anger issues, ask yourself, where did this anger come from? And start to work on that. The same way that we're seeing that Ibrahim has been working on his anger, of course with the help of his wife, you know what, work on that. And also for the woman, for the wife. It is wonderful that you need attention, but remember that sometimes that attention is timed. Not every single time your husband is going to give you 100% attention, and that is okay. Doesn't mean that he loves you less, it just means that he has to do other things. So that is important for us to remember. Again, love is beautiful. So Mr. Ibrahim.
Yes.
You call your wife babe. Yeah? You want to give her this beautiful flower?
Yes, Willis.
Yeah, please, give her.
All right. Okay. You see, interesting thing about this flower.
Yes.
It's a coincidence.
Yes.
The reason as to why she's called Waridi, she has an uncle. When we were engaging, the uncle came with a flower.
Wow.
And he asked me, what is this? And then I told him this is a rose flower. What can you see in that flower? I told him I could see some thorns. Then he told me, this flower, when you handle it in a good way, you will not be injured by these thorns. Yeah. But when you don't take care of, when you handle it in a very bad way, you will get some injection from this. Yeah. So that's where even the name Waridi comes from.
Wow.
So
beautiful. And for you as a man to remember that kind of advice means a lot, means that you definitely intend to loving her better.
Yeah.
So I want you two to face each other.
Okay.
Mwangaliane, mkishikana mikono. Even as you give her that rose.
Yeah.
Umpatie tu your rose as you look at.
Right. So baby, I love you so much. And the fact remains that you are already in my life. You truly are already in my life.
Okay.
So just want to give you this flower as a sign of love, as a sign of commitment, a sacrifice. Yes, that I will always love you. And even as this flower is delicate, I'll continue to take care of your love and also Jabali. So receive it with much love.
Thank you
from
so
me.
much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Is there anything you're apologizing to her? Okay,
Yeah.
let me not start it the way. Hey, okay. That is the deepest we've seen on
right.
Decoded. Okay,
Yeah.
love is there.
Wow,
You
it's
know?
beautiful.
So,
Thank
it's beautiful,
you.
right?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So
Yeah.
And also I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I've wronged you in quite a number of ways as we live together. Yeah. So I want to take this opportunity to apologize, to sincerely forgive me. Yes, I love you, and I do it all for love, not for hate. Yes, I love you.
Wow.
I love you too. I love you too, baby.
Yeah.
I love you too. And as well, where I've wronged you as well, forgive me. My love is pure for you. It's just, you loved me in the right way, and I love it that way, and I will love you more and more.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
for the flower.
Okay. And another thing that
Yes.
I don't want to forget, my grandfather is called Nehemiah Kinyeju Mohoro, has been in marriage. This year, they were celebrating 64 years of marriage. Did you get that right? 64 years.
64.
Yeah, 64 years. So I just want to celebrate them.
Yeah.
I just want to thank them together with my shosh.
They gave us a great advice during our wedding.
They gave us a
last
great
year.
advice.
And it's amazing how you're looking at people, maybe looking at you as couple goals, but you're looking at them
Yeah.
as couple goals.
Yes,
They
yes,
inspire
yes,
you,
yes,
yes.
they
So-
challenge you, and
Yes.
you want to be like
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
especially for someone like you who
Yeah.
grew up, in the kind of family that you grew up in,
Yeah.
to have that kind of a family to
Yeah.
look up to, that's
Yes.
really wonderful.
Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, I'm just blessed. I'm just touched by this couple. I was even over here. I'm like, hey, it's like the host is no longer here. It's just the two of them. But well and good. You've been watching Decoded. And if you are a dating or married couple and you wish to be part of this particular show, feel free to write us on 22999 or reach us through our social media handle, and we would love to have you on board. Let's keep on telling these amazing love stories. Love stories, real love stories. Sizzle as a soap opera. This issue has been decoded.